What's going on out there in YouTube land? I'm just getting motivated to go live more. So I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I just pushed the button. So it's a new year. We done crossed over into January, and it's time for me to try to motivate myself to go live as much as possible. Um, I've always kind of steered away from it, but it's time. So the first thing that I'm gonna jump into is I have some dreams that I need to go ahead and upload today. If I can motivate myself to do that, I've had a dream that I had within the last 12 hours, and I need to go ahead and push myself to post it while it's still fresh or it's time, because I know that that dream is gonna bring some things across. So, but anyway, it's just time to expand and grow in, go further in other subjects and topics. So, um, I'll throw this out here right now. The dream that that I'm about to um, go into and explain. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to do it live or I'm just going to do it on a regular upload video. But the thing is, I've already explained the um, the details of the story before I started even realizing how this dream is laid out. So, as far as that's concerned, I think it's under introduction to a warning dream. So, that's what I'm going to go into. Like I said, I don't know if I'll go live or if I'll just post it as a video. But I'm probably going to go into making a few short videos. And then who knows, like I said, I might start talking on the video and it might not end up being a short video. I'm just going to let it be how it is. And so, yeah, like I said, we're pushing up. We've pushed over into a new year. So it's time to kind of go out on a limb and stop, procrastinating and holding back, because I'm used to just doing shorts and regular videos. I've done a couple of lives in 2025, but not many. So that's why I said I'm going to motivate myself to do more. So, but anyway, I think, like I said, I'm going to cross over into other topics and venture out into new areas and kind of connect up with people that um, are into these topics, because a lot of these topics need to be talked about. And like I said, I'm gonna one thing I'm gonna go into for the most part is dreams, because you got different kind of dreams that you come across, um, and they play out in different manners. Some of them are just warnings of what might. It can even be warnings on who's around you, what type of people you're dealing with. And in my case, some of the dreams come across giving you a message about something. And then when you start talking about it to other people, that's when the information comes towards you. Because I found out a lot of things about some of the dreams that I've had when I start conversating. And then somebody, and it'll be meant for me to talk about that to that particular person, because for some reason I was pushed to talk to them, and then they'll tell me some things that I needed to know about that particular person or particular situation, which it's kind of it kind of trips you out when you're like, dang, you start talking to somebody and it's like, and they start saying, oh, you know what? I guess they start feeling like, well, I might as well just go ahead and start talking about it, but since she brought it up. So, like I said, many things I found out when I start talking to somebody about a dream. And it might not be something that's recent, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start jumping out here and going live about these type of things more. Um, and stop, like I said, stop holding back. It is what it is. Even if it ends up being a few minutes, 30 minutes, 45, whatever, hour, whatever. Um, but yeah, because it's a lot of stuff going on, and my dreams have really, in the year 2025, I've had all types of dreams, and I don't know that it's like the atmosphere out here is kind of lining up with the atmosphere. So that's why I say it needs to be discussed more. And so some people are probably afraid or kind of standoffish on talking about these type of topics, because I've noticed sometimes when you do start talking about them, um, it's always somebody that it might take time for them to actually come to you or discuss that or bring it up and said, oh, when you was talking about this, or when you was discussing that dream, or even when I talk to somebody that's close to me, they'll end up saying, yeah, I've had dreams like that. And I was even talking about that today. And sometimes you will find out that people have similar dreams that you have, but they just didn't talk about it at the time that they had the dream. Because I did a whole lot of, I talked for a pretty good amount of time with some of my people today. And that's one of the main things that we were talking about. But it's good to be able to correlate with people and kind of dissect some of the things that's going on. Like today, I kind of expanded on some of the things, and I have to realize that some of the things that I've had come to me in the past, I might have talked to certain people, but when it comes to my children, I hadn't really talked to them about it. And we were discussing that today, and some of the things that I brought to their attention, and vice versa. It kind of helped out with some things that was going on and explain some things. And even when I have discussed things with them before, at the time they might have not, understood what was actually going on. And some of the feedback that they was giving me, it was like, oh no, it's not like that, it's not this, it's not that. And I'm saying, look at here, I done had a couple of dreams back to back, and I'm talking about days apart, where I'm saying I'm saying it to them like, I don't know about that. And then they're like, no, 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 it's not like that no more. And I'm thinking, well, look at here, I had that dream for a reason. It wasn't something that was just lingering on my mind for me to have that dream. No, that was something that was a message. So today, and let me see how long ago that's been. I know it was sometime during the summertime, or when it was still warm, between the summer and maybe the first part of the fall, that might have been discussed. But now, and then I've had another dream that was put into the equation. And so it was up, and then when one of them responded, was like, well, oh, that's some pieces of the puzzle that have been given that we can understand this situation more. So instead of the main one that I actually talked to them about it, they wasn't like, oh no, no, no. That at this time, I think some things had done played out in actual life, where they're looking at the situation different now. Because, and then when I bring them the dreams that I've had, they like, I guess they realize, oh well, we might need to stop kind of going against it, like thinking it's not actually a message. So they were like, okay, well, that makes sense. Now they're saying, okay, that makes sense. So anyway, like I said, it's just time to kind of come in on those type of topics and link up in different different audiences of people that really are kind of in tune with that. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and probably plan out a couple of dreams that I'm actually gonna put out there and kind of break it down, and then kind of line it up with what happened in real life about it. So I think I'll go ahead and like I said, I'm just trying to motivate myself to go out, to not be on the shy side of actually going live, because I can make a video and it not be such a big deal, but going live is a whole different ball game. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note. And like I said, I'm gonna probably come through and do a few more. At least I don't, whether I do one or two actual videos or actually go live. I'll just wing it. So I'm gonna end it on that note, and I'll be back. And once again, I know I'll have to be back because the main video that I need to do, or live I need to do, like I said, I'm gonna for sure try to make myself do this dream, because it's already connected up with a dream that I've already posted. And it, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it while it's fresh, like I said, so that I won't wait 2 or 3 weeks later and post it. And something, because sometimes I get motivated to post the video about a dream that I already had 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'll actually put it in the video that, oh, I had this dream 2 or 3 weeks ago, a month ago, or even if it goes further than that. So like I said, I'm gonna do this, post this video about this dream, because I need it to be put on a timeline that it actually happened. So it's been around 12 hours that it happened. And I'm really surprised that it happened again, because this is one of my reoccurring dreams. But it can go like years for me to have these dreams. But these dreams have been coming regularly. Like, I can count that I know I've had it a few times well, technically 2025. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note. And like that, I'm gonna come back in, whether I do it on a regular video or do it on a live. All right.